Oh, yiggity. And we're back. I'm actually a little early. I was going to go in a little later, but I decided to do it right now because this is a hot topic, man. So if y'all haven't heard, we got Mexican OT talking about he can use the N word when he get ready to use the N word. What y'all gonna do? Well, actually, I ain't gonna say it. I'm gonna let him say it. We'll be right back on the Keep It P podcast. Let's go.
I got the PayPal, Cash App, Zelle, Chime. Hope you got yours, cause I got mine. I'm talking Payoneer, Netspend, Venmo, Stash. Too many ways for you to run my cash. Check, reparation, 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 check. Yeah, well, if you talking compensation, it's about that time. Yeah.
Oh, yiggity. And we're in here. And man, dog. Before I play the Sauce Walker thing, because that's really what I want to get to. Let me go ahead and buzz down the video that actually made the noise. Hold on real quick, y'all. Let me get y'all up in there real quick. There we go. So Sauce Walker was on Angela Yee's podcast. I don't know if y'all know about Angela Yee's podcast, but man, I ain't.
I feel like I can't say it, but not because of that, and I'm gonna tell you why. Mm-hmm. I wish there was some black dudes in here.
I wish it was some black dudes in here. Boy, I'm telling y'all, the disrespect is major, fam. Like, I wish it was some black dudes. Basically, he's saying he wish a jigger would. Hold on, is we at 2 minutes yet? Because after 2 minutes, you can start cussing. Yeah, basically, he like, I wish a nigga would ask me. What, cuz? All right, there's more.
Right there. And this one right here. Not.
Okay, well, we're going to use him. What the fuck are you going to do about it, you know? And then...
And notice. He picked somebody, like, obviously the dude that's working at Angela Yee's podcast probably is not the toughest, right? I'm questioning whether he's really black. He might be Caribbean or something like that. 9 times out of 10 to be on the girls' podcast and to be able to come ride with them, he probably a little on the sweeter side too. So you pick the sweetest black dude in the room, the only one, and what you don't see off camera is his security and his people's. You know what I'm saying? So he's protected. You know what I mean? I doubt that if he was pressed, they would have did anything. Real talk. He knew who to pop it off with.
Second of all, I grew up loving these motherfuckers. I grew up fighting with them. I grew up eating with...
Loving these MFers. Loving these... You grew up loving these motherfuckers? I don't understand the logic that people think that, you know... Actually, you know me, I scour the internet so that you don't have to, right? And of course, I found somebody to say exactly what I wanted to say. Allow Exhibit A. This sister broke down what he just said immediately. So cool.
I don't care that you live through struggle. Find your own. I don't care that you live through struggle. Find your own slurs and reclaim them. That's my issue. Mm-hmm. At the end of the day, find your own slurs and reclaim them. If y'all, that's my thing. Y'all don't ever want to do that. Y'all just want to say the N-word so badly. That's it. Don't nobody ever say, well, why don't I take some of the slurs that white folks have used against me and use it and reclaim it that way? But instead, all y'all hear is slur. I want to say the N-word. Go to hell.
Straight up, though. Now dig that. Why don't they reclaim the slurs that's been given to them and remix it and make it cool like we did? First of all, they ain't cool and ain't nobody paying attention to what they do. Second of all, we're talking to the same people who fled from another place, so they ain't got the spirit of fighting anyway. They don't got that spirit. They don't got that like spirit of resilience. Like, so it would only make sense. Now they do have the tether spirit. That they have. They do have, oh, hip hop is 50-50, Fat Joe. Look at him now, right? They got the tether spirit. They can tether on, but they ain't got to make it my own. Why we ain't out here? If hip hop was so 50-50, then why we ain't saying Vato and all? Why we don't do that? Now there was, hold on. There was this one dude that got this Mexican song. It's the best Mexican song I've never heard, but it's from a black dude. I think I still got that. I'm about to pull that up for y'all, man. But it's dope. But let this sister cook.
Mexican OT wanting black men in the room when he was trying to defend his right to say the N-word lets me know that in fact black men are the ones who are co-signing this BS, and the fact that you thought having black men in there would like silence them from trying to clap back and let you know why you was wrong, which is misogynoir and misogyny. Trying to weaponize black men to invalidate the experiences of not only black people, but how black people feel around the whole Latinos using the N-word. And I've said it multiple times, and other people have said it multiple times. If you don't look like me, you can be Afro-Latina and you can speak Spanish, but if you don't look like me, guess what you can't say? The N-word. I don't care if you grew up in the trenches. I don't care if you grew up in the hood. I don't care if your best friend is black. I don't care if your cousin is black.
I don't
if
give a
you
damn.
Don't look black, you cannot say it. And then the fact that he threatened those women, because when he said, I can say it, but I'm not going to, but respectfully, if I do, what y'all gonna do?
Nobody talks about that because there wasn't no men in the room, right? And then he tried to pick, like I said, he tried to pick out the one dude that would be at an Angela Yee show, like whoever this guy is. No disrespect to you, bro, but I mean, you know.
That was not only a threat to those women, that was a threat to the black community, because
it was.
Just sat there and said that y'all not finna do nothing about the fact if I decide to say the N-word. I'm keeping it cute and respectful. But if I feel like being disrespectful, ain't nobody gonna say nothing. And that's a wild statement to say, and then nobody clocked that. That's a wild ass statement to say. I don't.
It is. And on that same note, right? This is another point, right? That got brought up when I was doing my research, because you know I'm gonna do the research for y'all though. But this is the bottom line to that, and that's why I made the thumbnail and everything like what it was.
Mexican OT did was prove there's no respect factor between blacks and Mexicans. Mexicans don't respect black people. From the fact that he said the word to the fact he said what you gonna do about it. Now, I want a black person, especially you blacks from Houston, who keep saying this is how we grow up. But you notice, you don't call them names, they call you names.
Right.
They're mocking you right in your face.
Right.
I want you to go on a Mexican podcast and say X and put the S in front of it. Wet lax and put the B in front of the lax. Beaners and put the B in front of the ener, and see what they do to you. And definitely tell them, I'm going to say it and what you're going to do about it, and watch what happens to you. The fact that all over this country, there was neighborhoods once occupied by black people, but Hispanics have ran you out of it, shows they don't respect you. But yet you're laughing, playing like, oh, it was how we grew up. They respect us. We friends. Yeah, y'all not friends. They're trying to get rid of y'all. Y'all just dumb. What?
Now, on that note, we out here trying to stomp hard, separate ourselves and delineate from others, because we have a unique lineage and a unique background. And here we go with these black looking Negroes, black looking. And I use that term real loosely because it comes to find out, cause is a tether. Come to find out, though. Young Sauce Walker. Hold on, fam. I lost the video, so hold on. Y'all go ahead, hit that like button and all that since you up in here. Hold on real quick. I see y'all. It's a lot of y'all. The chat will become open if y'all start talking. And all y'all over there over there on hold on, no, that's not the one I want. Over there, y'all over there on Twitter, man. I be trying to tell y'all, man. Y'all gotta go over to the YouTube or the Facebook. I seen a couple people followed over. Shout out to y'all uh, for subscribing and all that.
And I
Here
be
you go. Here
trying
go the
my
video
best.
right here. Now we got these black looking people. Here go the video, yo. Here go these black looking people giving passes and all of that. Come to find out, my man's Honduras. And see, this is what I be saying. Like, y'all come over here, y'all don't want to get the education about what it is and what's actually going on, but yet and still, y'all want to try to convince us and tell us we stupid for not abiding by the rules that we know is set forth in this racial shit. This is pure ignorance right here. This nigga think he ate too, talking about this taco shit. Hold on, real quick. Hold on. I'm sorry. You know, I've been trying not to cuss, but this guy.
They're of Latin descent, specifically. Mother said, I sound dumb as hell for saying, to say that a Mexican or Hispanic person can't say, use the word in fellowship is like saying Mexicans telling us we can't eat a taco.
That nigga sibling or something. That nigga must sip lean or something. That lean is going to your head, bro. What the does nigga got to do with taco, cuz? But see, he don't got the same racial self-esteem. That's part of the problem out here, y'all. Think about it. When you see people do shit like this, it's called racial self-esteem, right? I understand it. I lacked it at a point. You have to know you lack it to actually get some. But when you get some, you can point out things like this. He doesn't understand that the N word, as they call it, it has violence and terrorism and death and blood on it. People ain't really, they don't really grasp where that come from. They just think it's the cool lottie da. I heard Tupac say it strictly for my niggas type shit. They don't really understand the gravity of the word. I think that's the biggest problem. And so since we so cool and we use it, you know what I mean, and everything we do, everybody want to do, they didn't got real comfortable. See, that's part of what taking the history out of schools and all of that shit's about. So the younger kids don't know the gravity of what's going on, and what continues to go on. And so they grow up in this old post-racial, seemingly so what society, and they get slaughtered out here because they don't know what the real is and what's really going down. That's the problem. That's the whole take away the education, whole format is so that everybody else is playing the game that your kids ain't playing. You know what I'm saying? And if they listen to these guys, if they're listening to Sauce Walker is single-handedly right now getting ready to ruin your children. Here he goes. Hold on real quick. Here we go. With this ignorance that he just finna spit.
You can't eat tacos. The comment said, how can you compare a derogatory racial word to a food? How do you racially disrespect a white person? What do you call them? What?
So then he thought he really ate. So then he thought he really ate by connecting cracker with tacos. But that tacos and burritos is not a derogatory word towards Mexican people. If you call them wetback, beaner, spick, something like that, that's derogatory. But he ain't saying that. Look how he trained not to disrespect like that, not even to say that. You see that? But he's arguing since we call white people crackers, it's okay for Mexican people to say the N word because they somewhat somehow oppress the same as us or something. This shit is ignorant, is what it is. But let him get it off because it's gonna piss you off. But I'm gonna try not to stop it.
What is a food, dumbass? What do people call Mexicans when they be disrespecting them? Tacos, burritos, wet food, disrespectful, bitch ass shit.
Wetback, sir, is not a food. He tiptoed around it, but wetback ain't a food, fam. Like the whole logic you drawing from to try to prove this point, make this grand connection. It's a wonder the niggas that they give money to. You can't be controlling and doing all of this stuff, fam, and you're making idiotic points like that. But go on.
Racism is racism no matter how you put it. And if we're gonna talk about
racism is not racism, there's only one group that is able to be racist, sir. See, this tether talk coming through, like just because he got a couple gold chains and a few cars and all of that, niggas gonna respect him and this, that, and the third. But when we talk about culturally, what are you talking about, fam? No, it's not. Black people don't possess the capability to institute any type of racism on any group. Why? Because it's niggas like you always including them in on the shit that we get, so we don't got nothing to value that all stands for us. Because it's niggas like you that's all inclusive. But see, I thought about this too, y'all, before we even go on real quick. And just to add a little context of this, I'm not saying I don't understand where Cuz is coming from, because I know where he's coming from. He's coming from a financial standpoint because fortunately he makes music and he's from Texas. And Texas got a lot of black and a lot of Mexican people. And he's looking out for his pockets, but you're doing too much. What you could have did is not say nothing at all. But then that even more reinforces what Cuz said. I'ma say it, and what you gonna do about it? He talking about people like you who call it in the state that he from. He not talking about the regular nobodies. He's talking about people that he associate on that level from the place that he from. He from Texas. You from Texas. Exactly. Yeah. So everybody knows. Thank you. Killmonger, my hero. We know Sauce Walker is a tether. But the thing about this is, though, he's talking about him. What are they gonna do about it? This what they gonna do about it. Cop and please, putting the cape on. What you gonna tell me? Ain't nothing. You can't eat a taco. Nigga, what kind of analogy is that? Cuz? Taco. You son. But now it makes sense. He making pita bread too. You understand what I'm saying? See? And that's that dual allegiance. You know what I'm saying? Right? You know what I'm saying? That's that dual allegiance right there. That's why we got to check paperwork. That's why paperwork is so important. Hold on, let him finish because he think he cooking, boy.
Nobody. The most disrespectful racist mother on earth. We hate ourselves more than we hate anybody.
Oh, here we go. Boy, I'm telling you, man, you can spot the tethers, man, because what about Chicago? We the most we hate ourselves, man. No, you're projecting, fam. That's how y'all do it over there in Honduras. We FBA black on code over here. I don't know what this dude's talking about. I cannot stand. What's up? What's up, Lakita? Hey, I cannot stand. Self-deprecating. And we are all our people. We hate ourselves. Man, shut up. Look at. We should have known by the forehead. Look at that forehead, y'all. That hairline. The hairline far back there. See, I guess what all they got. And then if you start looking, is that why he wear grills all the time? Is that why you wear grills all the time, fam? Because that mouth is looking real tethery. See, the more he talk, the cheetah pea and giraffe jerky is starting to surface. What up, Nightfall fam? You know I had to get him, cuz. You know I had to get him.
Rob, steal from, don't support, don't help others. See, 10 in the middle of the street, mother getting ate by a mother grizzly bear and keep running. A white person to jump out and try to fight a Mexican to try to stab him.
See, all you got to do is let him talk. All you got to do is let him talk. See, it be ravenous dogs coming. It be the white folks that'll jump in front of them and get the dogs for you. He might as well just say, I love white people. I love Mexican people. He might as well say. Yeah. What nigga you know where upper? I definitely thought that the necklace ensemble was a little sus. But you know that I guess that's that rock star stuff. But see that's that tether stuff, fam. I don't even know too many brothers is gonna go online, money or not, looking like that. Look, he got the little pick in his head too, y'all. I just noticed he got the soul brother #1 pick trying to hang up out the sun. Come on, fam. Come on, fam. You're doing it all wrong, B. Hold on. Let me let him cook it on out.
Don't put out their phone and record you die and suffer for views.
I think that's been more tethers, fam. FBA is getting involved, fam. See, that's a lot of projection, fam. They do this projection. That's how it is where you come from, how your people relate. We on code though. I'm so proud of my people, man. All of these situations is revealing and uncovering a lot of truths, that a lot of pills that's been very hard for us to swallow as a people. And guess what? We taking that medicine, and all the medicine is doing is getting us on code. That's all the medicine is doing is getting us on code. Everybody's showing their natural ass out here in the street. What'd you say, fam? He went to them freak offs on purpose. Mm-hmm. You can look at him. That hairline tell you everything you need to know. But let me go. Let him cook. Look at that. Matter of fact, hold on. Just look at that little. Hold on. Let me show you what his teeth look like, because they ain't on the screen. Hold on. Look at that. Look at that right there. Look who talking. Look at that right there, fam. Hold on. It's time for the thing to go on here now. Hold on. Let me. I could get up over here. Let me. He said all this fool is concerned with is crossover paper. I don't, fam. Wait a minute. Let him cook, fam.
But you have the audacity to say that Hispanic people shouldn't say the word. Second of all, the word.
The audacity. What are you? What? Where does this come from, Tether man? We got who you talking to? Is the question. I know you not talking to real black people. I know you not talking as if you real black people and you got the right to say that to us. Either one, you look dumb, fam. We call this caping and cooning. That's what we call this. That's what you're doing. Niggas don't know how to read the room, fam. Like the line is being drawn in the sand now, man. And it's like, it's 2025, fam. I think, and I've been mowing this over. I've been mowing this over. We damn near need to spell it out. Like, I mean, most shit that's known shouldn't be had to be said, but we already know common sense ain't common, man. Like, like we need to like a rule book on being on code, like the thou shall not put white rapper at the head of rap, like simple shit, like they're like, you know. But I guess that's forums like us to give you niggas out here this little love tap about what's really going on. That's why programs hit the like button, everybody. Hit the like button, hit the share. I appreciate that. Just throw it up. Let them catch it if they catch it. We ain't trying to convert nobody. But if they seeking, the teaching is there. You understand what I'm saying? But it's people like this, man, that give us a bad name. He gives himself a bad name because we know he's a look at his teeth, man. Look at he's like a caricature of a black. Don't all the tethers like don't they all speak and talk funny, like nonsensical, like they never really make sense, and they be trying to seem cool and all. Like, hold on, let me let him cook because he got way more. We're only a minute and a half in, and I can't stop.
Has already been converted into a word of love, a word of companionship, a word of brotherhood, fellowship. It's not been a derogatory racist word in so long. Yeah.
Your family ain't been here that long. See, this is what happens when you're not exposed to the trauma, fam. It's not in your blood, fam. You can't feel it. Like, it don't make the arms, the hair on your arms stand up. You see what I'm saying? You know what I mean? Like, it feel different when you experience it. That's the tether's problem. They don't got that. They don't got that. What you call it? Post-traumatic race syndrome. It's post-traumatic slave syndrome. But just dealing with, they don't got that. So they don't feel it like we feel it. Notice tethers have no smoke for anybody but FBA. Oh my God. But that's out of jealousy though, cuz let's just keep it real. That's out of jealousy because it's like the little brother, you know what I'm saying, syndrome, jealous of big bro because big bro always in the mix, always doing it, and he can't always, go kick it with big bro. He be mad, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna tell mommy you ain't let me come with you, you know what I'm saying? Like, and then they really mad now that we leaving them. We jumped off the porch and they can't come. Like, man, what FBA? Why we can't go with y'all, FBA? What happened, nigga? My nigga, what happened? I thought we wasn't niggas. Hold, but I did find this because there's more of him. We got more of him. But these brothers, on the point that he just said, these brothers broke it down so eloquently. And this is just basically what it is. Now, this is what it is when you hear black men talk. You understand what I'm saying? These now I got the I don't know if these brothers is conscious or B1 or not, but this is the black man version, and then I'm gonna give you the FBA version too.
I better chill out with all that N-word stuff. I just seen Mexican OT.
I knew this was coming.
Had an interview. 2 black chicks asked him, "Do you think Hispanics should be able to say the N-word?" He says, Man, I wish it was some black dudes in here right now. Look around.
It's one black dude.
They say, oh, it's a black dude right there. He said, okay, cool. If I do say it, what the fuck you gonna do about it? And this is why I don't give no fucking passes. It ain't even the fact that you grew up with blacks. It ain't the fact that the blacks you grew up with accept you saying it. It's the fact that you cocky and basically acting like all blacks, period, is just marks and ain't finna do nothing for you saying it.
That was the problem to me.
That's when niggas like, hold on, what you mean what the fuck we gonna do? What you trying to say? That's when the nigga gotta start getting beat the fuck up. And niggas keep trying to blur these lines. Oh man, they cool, this and that. No, you cool with your homies, nigga. Around every other black, it's out. If I don't know you, I'm smacking the shit out you straight up. That's me personally.
I don't even like my people that I know that are other races. Don't like that I know. Don't say that around me or to me. Me personally, I feel like, again, you have people who grow up and you know people gonna say it, but I don't like to communicate in that way with other people. And that's why I try not to even call other races what's up, my nigga, or whatever it takes.
That's because we have a level of respect.
I don't even want to give niggas the impression that it's cool to do that.
Like you just said, bro, we got to press that line, homie. And once they know you not playing, that's when everybody's like, oh, okay, I'm going to chill out. And then if it is going to be an issue, then it's up at that point.
Bro should have stood up and crashed him, honestly, because it's like now you pretty much testing me. Like, all right, what you going to do?
The word is so universal. Niggas ain't going to chill out, but it do take, like what bro said, it's not even about the word at this point. It's about you blatantly trying to disrespect the nigga.
That's what I'm saying.
Nigga,
like,
what you gonna do? Like, what the fuck is you talking about? Even if you didn't say it at that point, it's damn near probably go time.
It's probably
because he looked around and said, I wish it was some niggas in here. But I wish it was some black dudes in here.
What's crazy about that is that it's still pump faking to me.
Right.
Because if you it's not even the fact it's content, nigga. You're looking around, you know it ain't no niggas in here.
Yeah.
Nigga, you know this. Nigga, fuck is you talking about? Put her in a room full of some niggas that's really on that type of time. And let's see if he got the heart to do that. Then I have nothing to say. But niggas is not doing that, nigga. Niggas is not going into a holding tank, nigga, in no jails or no nothing, nigga, with 10 niggas. And you out there talking about, I wish any nigga in here would be worried about that, nigga. You getting crashed and feet and stomped, nigga. I don't understand. That's why I say it's pump faking, because yes, it's good for the internet. You know you're not gonna really run into niggas. And when you do, you might have some niggas to back you up.
And
the majority of niggas.
Oh, hold on though. Nightfall, that's an amazing point, man. Like, even amongst friends, that's your friend. Y'all grew up together. He earned that with you, fam. He ain't earned that with me. I don't know that nigga. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's a very good point. I think that's not said. And I think that, you know what I'm saying, as this being a part of education, if you Mexican and you watching, fam, like that's all it is, man. You earn that with your people, fam. Don't think it's all good out here in public. But I'm just trying to, and then I'm asking, how you even earn it with your people? Because I got white friends and Mexican friends and all of that, but I'm still not cool. I don't care. I'm still not cool with that. We can relate without that. Because I'm going to call you like you call me. If it's on, it's on. I ain't my spick nigga. My spick nigga. What up? My wetback nigga, my wetback. But see, that shit sounds goofy. It's goofy sounding. It's goofy. We say it to each other because that's what we took. That's how we get down. You gonna get down like we get down, and that's okay. People need to be okay with but they can't be okay with just doing them because they gotta do us. We the motherfuckers just don't be knowing how much power we be having, how much influence we be having. It shit is crazy. The more you pay attention, the more you will see like niggas is magical, really, in a sense. Like you don't even know, man. Like when you go places, you got this like magical little beam around you, and some people, they don't know how to handle that, so it comes out in anger and jealousy and frustration. Your magical Negro being makes average people question themselves, man. They be like, man, how he so fresh and happy go lucky and happy, and this, that, and the third, and we just try to do everything to them, and they're just still great. You gotta think about that, man. He said, what bothers me is every race that has slurs, they use them among themselves. We never decide to use them just because it's a respect thing. Of course they got their own. But see, they got their own slangs, but it ain't cool to use it like ours is, though. Like the premise for us using nigga and shit like that is to soften us up, or harden us up for what's going on out in the street. So the average white person or whoever can't break your spirit or break you down when you hear it coming from them. That's where it really came from. Obviously, we say it in a disrespectful way when we mad, blah, 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 blah. But initially, I think that I could be wrong, but I think it started so we take the edge off so you don't respect. But that don't mean you won't get your ass whooped, because there's an intent behind that. It usually means terrorism and violence when that word comes out said from anybody else, right? So that's the elephant in the room too. It's like playing with a ticking time bomb as well too. And Mexican OT just lit that fuse. Matter of fact, listen, I'm all about keeping it fair, okay? I'm going to be sad if I don't see nobody crash out about that. If he don't get boss man deload, you know what I mean? I want to see it. I need to see it. Niggas crash out about everything else. Let's see the crash out about this. Come on now. I'm just saying. I don't claim to be no revolutionary, no leader or nothing. I'm Jay Lava. I'm petty as hell. You know what I'm saying? I'm super petty. Dumb petty. I'm a Gemini, 2 sides. I'm going to be nice to you. But once you cross that line, it's up. Don't really know how to come back down. It's up. It's up. Sorry. It's got to go there. It's up, bud. So I get it. It is what it is to me. But hold on. Them brothers was cooking.
It's just not doing that, going to no room and yelling, I wish a nigga would, with 10 niggas in there. When you do that, then I give you that.
And the one thing
niggas is
too,
not doing that.
A lot of niggas, because OT is around my age or a little bit younger.
Yep.
Newer generation of kids are even more relaxed on it than older generations. So I feel like that's also something a lot of niggas in my generation and after me, they don't check shit like that. They don't be giving a fuck.
And this is why
they don't be caring.
We gotta stop giving passes.
Yep.
This is why the line get blurred. I know it's a term of endearment now, and because of hip hop is universal, that's cool, but it's a way to respectfully address that. You could have just explained the same way the white boy from 6-0 out there explained, hey, I grew up with the blacks. I crash racist. If they using it in a racist racist way, I'm using it the same way y'all using it. My homies allow me to use it, blah, blah, blah. But when you talk about, man, I wish there was some blacks in here right now.
Yeah.
Because what the fuck you gonna do about it? Oh yeah, crash him.
So let me ask y'all
crash
this.
him.
So let me ask y'all this. So if a nigga go on No Jumper and do that, is y'all gonna look at it just content?
If what do what he just did?
Yeah. Yeah, I am.
So niggas ain't gonna crash him.
I don't think nobody had No Jumper with crash him.
I'm just saying in general, if y'all in that place right now and the nigga do that.
If I'm in that place and he look around,
and then it's gonna
like, yeah, well, what the fuck you gonna do about it?
Y'all saying you gotta know what you doing when you go on that platform.
It's law number 5. So much depends on your reputation.
It's content.
Hey, bro,
Guard it with your life.
It's content until that camera cut off. Then it's like, now let's check your temperature. Let's see if you got that same energy on camera. And I bet you he won't.
Oh, he getting checked right there on camera.
Nah.
Adam gonna have to understand. Because as soon as you say, well, what the fuck you gonna do about it? Now he's challenging your manhood.
Nah, he's doing
rule number 5. Our reputation.
Guard it with your life. All right. So you get marked out for content.
So what I normally do in life, I don't do it in front of everybody. Have you ever pulled a situation where somebody
Man, come on now. Did y'all hear what Nightfall said? Y'all see That's your problem. Y'all ain't paying attention to the OG when the OG be talking, man. Hold on, let me put it back up there. The OG had said, God darn it, boy. He said, how about I don't want to hear another nigga from Cali talking about how hard or gangster they are if dudes like this can see the lights without being checked. Cali, New York, Memphis, Chicago, Minneapolis, Florida, Louisiana, Texas is compromised. I'm going to just let y'all know. Texas is compromised. I got a video for y'all. Oh, hold on, fam. Texas is done. It's over with. And I know it's some stomp down FBAs down there. Don't get me wrong. I know it is. But we talking about the consensus and this fight to get on code and people really saying it or stating it how it was. Matter of fact, hold on. I got to do it. I'm gonna let them cook and then I'm gonna find this video because I gotta go to O'Shea Duke Jackson because I can't find it nowhere else. And shout out to O'Shea because I love O'Shea, but
amongst their homies, but then when you catch them by themselves, they ain't shit without their homeboys.
Yes.
That's my point. Most niggas ain't shit without their homeboys. So you catch them one-on-one. Hey, my nigga, let me holler at you in a calm demeanor. That right there was gonna knock.
But the only thing that went viral was you getting marked out on the camera.
But what's the point if you
so
say
it's not gonna matter?
Then
it's all content.
Then I'm gonna get on this podcast. I holler at him off camera. You can put it on there, and if he has an issue, we can address it at
this
that
was
point.
Gonna happen.
Nigga, you ain't do shit with Cuz said. Nigga, you not marked out.
Exactly.
That's
what's gonna happen.
Nigga.
That's what's gonna happen.
You talking about? Don't come in here explaining to us,
facts.
Right.
Hey, keep.
But my reputation.
That happened with Brandon, right?
But my well, I'm not Brandon though.
No, what I'm saying is he didn't react to suspect the first time. Then he came and explained it, and everybody crucified him for that. Which is like, no, you gotta address that shit right there.
But when I'm going off based off the logic earlier, niggas was saying you gotta know what platform you on. He knew what type of platform he was on, so he did what he did. Is it just content?
It's just content on that platform. It's just content. But that's why I said, once we get off the camera, this is how I really am. My reputation precedes.
Just content for him. For me, the content isn't worth my reputation or my manhood.
But guess what they're gonna say?
This content
your reputation
is going to be a viral
you
moment.
From Long Beach and you don't like Mexicans. That's what they gonna say.
I don't give a fuck. That's already the narrative.
That's your reputation. Law number 5.
That's already the narrative.
You my nigga, bro. You already.
That's already the narrative.
Listen, bro. I know how we get down, but I feel like it's more than one way to skin a cat.
I'm saying
that's all I'm gonna say.
It is.
It's more than one way to skin a cat.
But it could keep proving more because he knew what platform he was on before he said that, before he doubled down.
Yeah, two females right
he like, hold on.
He wouldn't come over here and do that. He would
not sit right here and do that.
See, okay, it ain't no niggas in here. I'm finna, what you gonna do about it to some females?
That's what I'm saying. It was for the content.
Yeah, it was for the content.
Because he knew what platform he was on.
Well, did it matter about the platform? Did it matter?
Yeah, he wouldn't have went to like, I don't think he went to like Bag Fuel or nowhere and been like, and looked them two niggas in their eyes and be like, what the fuck you gonna do about it? No. They would have crashed, bro, for sure. They would have beat.
Man, let's get back to crashing niggas, cuz I'm sorry. This line of disrespect
out
here is crazy.
It's so fucked up because everything is case by case at this point.
Yeah.
Because it's like.
Yeah, that's what it's literally case by case. You know, it's certain things. It's content, man. I'm learning now, baby. I'm learning, bro.
The white boy did low key did the same thing.
Hold on.
At first though,
because
like,
you gonna crash Is you gonna crash?
He's like, I'm from 6-0. I'm whooping feet.
Once you get to that
got
point,
on him in the mall though. He got hoped up for that shit.
It's gonna be more people that can entice you and control you in that way if you allow that to be that. It's like, damn.
Now you're a puppet now.
No, because like you said about reputation. Your reputation. He crashed 3 niggas for saying nigga, but then the 4th nigga, he tired of crashing. Now you ain't crashing, or you a bitch now.
But I don't think, hold on. But I don't think it's the word that we would be crashing him over. It's the challenge of him trying to test somebody's.
Of course.
It's not the word. It's like you trying to tell me I'm a bitch.
He said this is why we got to start crashing niggas for the word to prevent this type of behavior in the first place.
But I feel
that's what he was saying. So now the whole point is it's like, okay, you're gonna have to keep crashing, or it goes to the point where, like you said, don't put yourself in those situations to allow yourself to even be in those predicaments.
I'm saying if he would have explained it in a respectful way,
now it'd have been different.
Where we all understand we have people from other races who say nigga around us who grew up with us. Everybody can understand that. It was what the fuck is any nigga gonna do about it? Yeah. What?
That's where I'm tripping on that because again, he's a rapper. He's from Texas, right?
No, more importantly, Nightfall is content worth your life. Like niggas ain't out here playing games. Don't nobody, fam, way too tough. The way he said that is way too tough, fam. Matter of fact, here let me remind y'all.
With them, I grew up fucking doing bad shit with them. I grew up loving with them. You know, I got family, and it's not even about family. Even if I wasn't related to nobody out black, I mean, it was shit. It's what the fuck I was surrounded by. You know, like I respect people that they feel that way, and that's why I try to shut the fuck up about it.
Right.
But if you're from where I'm from, or anywhere, what the fuck are you gonna do about it? You know. It's like I don't went to the jungle and earned the lion's head. You know,
I feel like a lot of people that
what the fuck you gonna do about it? He doubled down on it too, y'all. Like whatever, okay.
From Houston, if I'm not mistaken, I'm assuming his demographic.
Well, their politics are a little bit different down there too.
It don't matter about the politics. That's a universal word.
I'm not even about to go down that route. What I'm saying is his fans are black for the most part. You get what I'm saying? You can do that look all you want.
I think they more Mexican.
Hip-hop is a black. We're not even about to go down that road.
No, it's black for sure. Blacks boosted him up.
That's exactly, bro. Because we already
okay. Yeah,
anyway. He appeals to the blacks, bro. At the end of the day, he said it as if would nobody check him.
See, I could tell you be paying attention to what's going on, Nightfall. That's exactly what I was referring to. Man, little Mexican dude gave the black dude and his wife the business out on the middle of the strip in front of the Bellagio fountain. Came up and no blop 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 blop. We covered the story, obviously, you know, but man, I'm just saying, look, I don't wish no violence on nobody. But I'm like, man, I need the same crash out like everybody else be getting. The blacks. Right, exactly. That's how they be talking. You know that's how they be talking? The blacks. Hold on real quick.
When nobody check his chin. And he knew he did that because, again, there was no niggas around him to press his line because he knows some niggas around, he would have got crashed out.
This how I look at it. What's different from that? The niggas be screaming at the cameras. You know what I'm saying? Like a nigga on live talking about what he gonna do to a nigga. To me, I look at that no different. It's easy to say a lot of things in front of the cameras when there is no opposition to go against that.
Yeah.
That's all I'm saying. It's like, I don't think no nigga would have, ain't nobody that stupid to sit there and just, unless you just that dumb to get your head stomped.
But what I'm saying is what my boy was just saying, law number 5, if you was to call him out off camera, one-on-one, man-to-man, will he have that same energy? And I'm pretty sure he won't.
I understand that. I agree with that, but it means nothing at that point. He already marked out everybody.
Right, exactly.
Yeah.
But yes, nigga.
You marked out the whole.
No, that's the point, man. That's why I chose this video. Yeah, that's the point. He marking niggas out. I don't want to hear nothing from. I don't want to hear how tough of a Crip you is. I don't want to hear how tough of a Blood you is. I don't want to hear about your South Side, North Side, East Side, West Side Mafia. I don't want to hear nothing about that. If Mexican OT is asking you what are you going to do about it? I don't want to hear it.
I mean, maybe
in the social media aspect, because all of this shit is being done on a camera.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
You know, if Cub come out here, go to a random function where any niggas is at anywhere that look like they on that time, even if they don't look like it, fuck it. Any niggas anywhere, he's not gonna have that energy. He's not gonna say that. What he said there, he would never say that.
Yeah.
We know this already, but they're around these industry niggas where they know they can keep getting away with this shit because everybody like, fuck it, man, we getting the money. We don't give
industry niggas. That was the point. This guy right here, his peer, his Texas homeboy.
Yes, coming out of a certain white person's mouth in a certain way, yes, man, feel more disrespected for a white person calling you a boy. So at the end of the, like, some real shit, Y'all be doing that shit for the internet, and I hate this shit, bro, because y'all don't really give a about. That's the part that irks my soul the most. And then, how do you respect the Asian person? What they call them? Fried rice, egg, same shit.
No, they don't. He didn't even say it. That's how you know he a buster. Because he's about to say chink, but you want to respect your Asian fans, so you didn't say chink, huh? Nobody calls Asian fried rice or wonton. Nobody does that. We might say hold your own wontons so that you know that we're referring to an Asian. But that's not even derogatory. That's just saying hold your own nuts so that you can understand it. He want to say chink, you bus. That's bus a bus right there. Yeah, but you ain't want to say chink though.
So don't ever say that comparing it to food is not the same. Yes, it is, you dumbass. You the dumbass. Idiot. I love Hispanic, anime, Japanese, Chinese. I love all people. People need to love people.
Oh. I loves everybody. Nobody says anything to Asians for the most part. That's what I'm talking about. You can't say nothing to Asians or you ain't gonna wrap your ass up in the crime bill. The hell? You can't say nothing to Asians? But you got these Sauce Walker types, man. I love everybody. Boy, if you don't shut your goof ass up, nigga, goofy. Hold on, there's more of El Goofballonius.
Yes, we have been done wrong, but a lot of people have been done wrong as well.
This is what I'm saying. Tether's always trying to. We ain't talking about your Tether flee and struggle from Honduras. We ain't talking about that. That ain't the same, fam. That's where y'all be getting it twisted.
Yes, we have not got our reparations and our blessings back for what?
What? That's how you. I ain't even know he said that. But you lost me right there. Oh no.
Have been done wrong, but a lot of people have been done wrong as well. Yes, we have not got our reparations and our blessings back for what we have been through in this world. But when you talk about Hispanic people, I feel the same type of way because why?
So you don't feel no sort of kind of way about reparations, but you feel some sort of way about why is that, sir?
Hispanic people built America just like we built America. America was built on the blood of Hispanics just like it was built on the blood of the black man and the Indian man. So at the end of the day, all that shit is bullshit. And it's y'all for that dumbass systematical racism that make us hate each other. I understand that dumbass shit that going to California, how they feel and all that, and that's dumb in a bitch too. Because right now, everybody should be supporting Hispanics that have came over to America and helped build this country and ain't did nothing wrong to you. And
so you talking about yourself. A little Honduras Harry right here. You're talking about yourself. Oh man. This man. This guy. Wow. That's how you feel, fam? So I guess we should be out there protesting too. You like game, huh? Well, why ain't you fly? Why don't you fly to and go see what's up with game and check out game at the things? You ain't that down. You ain't go get up with game, did you?
if you can, bitch ass, I don't know, y'all niggas some hoes though. But shout out to the Rasa and every Mexican.
Shout out to La Raza. You a goofy ass nigga, man. Shout out to Lightning the Race, huh? You're not even informed, boy. You got all that paper and still don't know shit. The hell is wrong with you? Shout out to La Raza. This boy trying to make sure he don't get no less streams or nothing. But see, you just ruined. Well, I ain't never listened to Sauce Walker. Personally, I don't know nothing he's saying. I don't know nothing he got going on. I would hope that the brothers in Texas, man, take note, man. They so-called peoples, man. This is ridiculous. Who you? I'm trying to figure out who to scolding for too, because me knowing that you Honduras, what are you talking to black people? Is that who you talking to? Is that who you wagging your finger at? We dumb as hell. Is that us? that what you talking about? Is that what you're talking about? All right. Let me go ahead and let them cook it out.
Don't like you too. Every person that don't like me, you too. But at the end of the day, all you fake X and fake ass Louis Farrakhan police in the world against people of color, that's dumb than a bitch to me. We all are people of color. I don't see that much in the Nation of Islam.
Did he say? He ain't. Brother, damn. I ain't see the whole video because it's like 5 minutes, man. But this. Here's what they think about you. This is the definition of a tether. You ain't a tether just because you come from a different part of the diaspora. You a tether when you actively try to sabotage the foundational people of this country. And that's what he's doing right now. Dang, fam. You 100% official tether, huh?
Telling you 24-hour Muslims, nigga, become Muslim. That's why when you hear me speak Islam and speak alhamdulillah, that's because I have so many Iran and Arab brothers that I love and I respect them so much that I won't even be around them without speaking to them in their fellowship and their language and within the honor of their shit.
So basically, you don't got no racial self-esteem. You're not proud of being a black Latino. Because that's basically what you is, and you cosplaying as a black person. So you ain't got no racial self-esteem. So you're going to get on us about having racial self-esteem. That's what we got, y'all. He mad at us. How y'all niggas gonna have racial self-esteem? How y'all gonna police a word that is near and dear to your culture? How y'all gonna do that? I just fled from where I was. I ain't care about nothing. I just fled. All people, we all love each other. You got to love everybody. And love is love. I love me some Mexican. I love me some white people. Alhamdulillah. I got so many people I respect, and I talk to them like they want to be talked to. What are you talking about, fam? You sound busterific. What you say, Knight? He said, Negro, please, why do you have to respect certain people, but you think it's cool for people to have disrespect for us? That's what I'm saying. No racial self-esteem at all. This is why we delineating from tethers, because y'all bringing us down with us getting on code, because y'all ain't got nothing to get on code about. We got stuff to get on code about. Them people, Malcolm X, Farrakhan. What do you say?
Love and I respect them so much that I won't even be around them without speaking to them in their fellowship and their language and within the honor of their shit. Ain't kicking me out the mosque and shit like that, or not treating me as a brother of love because I haven't took my shahada or because I ain't.
But you ain't went up in there and call them suicide bombers either. But they get to call you nigga though? And you ain't even a nigga though. That's just crazy.
Ain't all 100% Muslim. That's because they not. That's real. They real. They all are dumb. This my last one. I'm done with this shit. This our last 3 videos. I'm done. A lot of you, male and female, be scared of white people and Mexicans. Y'all, but haters. Y'all mother tough and swole. Grab your gun. Be ready to fight, defend. Courageous around other. Get polite as hell around white people and Mexicans.
Projection again, fam. Because that's what you're doing right now. That's what you're doing right now, fam. You're projecting. We ain't scared. We drawing the line in the sand. You're the ones saying, "Man, you take the line out, man. They cool. They cool. Take the line out." When it begins with "tell you what," you already know it's some bullshit. Man, I ain't see all this video with this dude, man, but golly, Miss Molly. I didn't know, cuz and actually I'm gonna tell y'all real talk. The reason why it's such surprising, because I've seen a little bit of content of this guy, and I'm not saying that, I respect black men who do business, right? So I thought, cuz got a little head on his shoulder, man. He moving and shaking and handling. God, it just came out of nowhere. Like, just it was is so blatantly coonish. It's like, geez Louise. But hold on, there was more over here.
Even with that, like you said, by him saying it, we seen he said it, right? And somebody might run into him that seen that clip or whatever the case is. And it could be a nigga. And niggas won't do nothing to him because it's like he didn't say it to me right now. So it'll be left alone. But if niggas still got checked after, when you do content and shit like that, or niggas just be like, "Oh, y'all doing too much." He was just being funny or being content and shit like that. But everybody might not take it as that way. But if niggas still shit follow niggas like it do you in certain places where if some, I hate to use jail, but if you get marked out in certain places in jail, nigga, this shit follows you to every county, every prison, everything. And you can't breathe in that motherfucker because that, like you said, your reputation is gonna follow you.
Law number 5.
And niggas gonna mark you out. Once you labeled as that, it's over. It's gonna be bad for you everywhere you go. And
That's why I said you gotta check it at the door.
No, I'm saying, but even when it's on camera, niggas is playing. Niggas have to know you can't even allow niggas play like that with niggas. That's the whole thing. If you want something to,
well, good point. But I mean, I'm not. I'm just talking about. That's because there hasn't been a lack of coonish talk or behavior from him. I mean, I can't. I mean, I guess you got to consider everybody a coon to prove it otherwise, which is the thing. But Charleston White, nah, yeah, he do business, but nah, he already shown his coonerific behavior. I ain't no respect there. Like, I'm looking for the blackety black shit from niggas. Right. And I guess, I have been a little naive as, like, just because somebody doesn't necessarily scream B1 all the time doesn't necessarily mean that they not for black people. Right. And I be understanding that in the industry and this, that, and the third. Like, a lot of people just move in silence. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes that's all you can do. Right. Instead of putting your foot in your mouth like the Sauce Walker guy, and I'm glad he put his foot in his mouth because he exposed exactly what's going on and let us know what the deal is, right? We won't know unless they say so. So yeah, I just lost respect, for him in that light. He said, explain it to me at J. Lauer. Gary Owens has made a whole career appealing to black audiences, but even he doesn't go around slinging the N-word willy-nilly. That's because he's smart. Because he's smart. I'll give him that. Because he know that would be the death. That it would be over for him. And it should be over for Mexican OT too. He was never on with me. But it should be over, and he should be expecting a crash out. And I'm actually be a little sad if he don't get his crash out. Like, you've been seeing people crash out on podcasts for a whole bunch of other stuff. I think now it's time for people to get their racial pride back. And if you that crash out person, if that's what you do, if you about that life and you in the street, then somebody got to see cuz. I think somebody should see him, man. I think he should really stand on that. And the next video should be like, yeah, I had to bomb with a dude over the N-word. I had to, or I got beat up, or whatever. See, and then the thing is, like, who's to say what the crash out gonna be? I don't. So if he can't do it, why should anybody else be immune? If he can't do it, who, like Mexican OT or who? Yeah, that's what I'm. Yeah, oh no, you're talking about Gary Owens. If he can't do it, why? I mean, everybody can do what they want to do. It's just if they're willing to accept said consequences. And I think up to this point, I don't think that there's been significant or substantial amount of consequences and people comfortable. I think this is good. He said, I don't see it happening if Tekashi 6ix9ine is still walking around untouched. This dude will be fine. Yeah, I mean, okay. All right, Nightfall. Well, let's consider this though. Let's consider this though. In a huge way, this dude is insulated too. You know, he doesn't necessarily have to be exposed to the average person, and the people that he's going to be around is going to be like industry people, radio and TV, and then you already know they ain't trying to get canceled. So he might just get a pass from like getting his ass whooped or something like that. And I'm saying might, because I hope not. I hope somebody crashes out. I want to see it. That's what I want to see. But he might get that pass, but you know, just like Fat Joe and everybody else, you know how like the culture cancels you and then the people cancel you. Like them shows start drying up, them streams start drying up. Because I think there's definitely going to be a backlash from this one. Definitely going to be a backlash from this one. Because just like I chose to cover this, and that's what we do. You know, it's already done started. I see it like the way I be watching trends and videos and how, you know, you watch content like I watch content too. It's already started. It's really over for them. Actually, all of this content I'm seeing is more on the angrily side of the game. And I think it's not going to turn out bad for him. I mean, not turn out real good for him. I think it's going to turn out real bad for him. Yeah. So that's what I see coming. He said, well, it's just like Tekashi. He only hangs out with dudes he's cool with and they have no spine and regular. But somebody did get his ass. He did get his ass whooped in that workout facility, though. Somebody got with him. You know what I'm saying? For whatever reason. So he got touched on. You know, but I guess that's after his relevancy and all of that anyway. But again, it can happen to a nigga. And if anybody it should happen to, it should be him. Because the blatant disrespect, you know what I'm saying, against the black community is just, that is egregious. Because we already know that asserts and that empowers other people to think it's cool. And so, you know, him saying that might embolden somebody else and they be getting their ass whooped. So it's also a trickle effect of ass whoopings probably finna come from that one little statement. But that shit's wild though. Hold on. Let me let the brothers finish out.
Change. Other than that, niggas like his content, y'all taking it too serious, and that's what it's gonna be, and niggas gonna keep testing the waters.
And this is why I keep saying, this is why blacks niggas don't get the respect. What other culture could you play with them like that?
Yeah.
On the camera. Get in front of the camera, say some anti-Semitic shit, and think that shit finna be in when that camera in. It's gonna follow you, like you said. Buttons gonna start getting pressed. Niggas gonna start getting taps on the shoulder. Shit gonna start to change. You saw fucking Joe Rogan. They sent the nigga right live on the show to send him a message. Popped up with that nigga ATM pin code and made it look like he was doing the trick. Go follow who that dude is.
You think that was
nigga, that was a message, nigga. Yeah. That's why that nigga was so uncomfortable and uneasy. Like, yeah, I don't like this. They was sending that nigga a message like, stop playing.
We empty your whole account right now.
We can get to you whenever.
Fucking be an account, nigga. We know everything about you.
Yeah.
I know your personal pin code. You made this up, nigga. We got nigga, stop playing. That's what that was. So that's the way they play.
Yeah, I never looked at it like that. But I knew the nigga wasn't too smart enough to just be acting like you knew the nigga code. Because I would have said some shit and thought of something else just to think of something else for you to even not realize what the fuck I was thinking. So that was crazy.
You think quick on his toes. He probably was just like
Joe Rogan ain't no dumb nigga though. Is what I'm saying. I would have purposely thought of something or an old code or something else.
And he gave him
like
a real
one of my
pin
old
code.
You want people to believe?
Yeah, man. You know, being a believer.
I'm telling nigga the wrong code. He probably would have told them niggas off camera anyway. Nigga, that's why you like it.
Okay, they got way off the subject. Now that was the regular brother consensus. There's also the B1 consensus too, and I thought that this was interesting too because it's pretty much straight to the point.
With all the chaos in the world going on right now, wars is heating up and global powers are clashing. Immigration debates are at full blast. Now you would think the world would have bigger things to worry about. But nope. A certain section of the Latin community, they hit pause on all that just to argue with black folks about why they think they could say the N-word. They're not talking about going home to build up their homelands. They're not pressing their leaders about land, reparations, or safety for their group. They're not educating their youth about their own ancestral trauma or political empowerment. Instead, they on Instagram, TikTok, and Twitter, arguing with us about a word they didn't live through, a word they didn't fight through, a word that never shackled their ancestors, but ours. Let's be clear, that word wasn't handed down to y'all. It was forced onto us. And over time, we took the power back. So it belongs to foundational black Americans, period. So while y'all out here trying to look like us, talk like us, rap like us, dress like us, you still don't respect us. So if you're not FBA, don't even touch that word. You ain't earned the right. Don't be saying that.
And that's that, man. That's just pretty much what it is, man. Like it should be real respect, man. Like that. But this is good. Like TBA be saying, man, this is good, man. All this do is get us more and more on code, and it exposes the people that we don't need to be trying to work with. Everybody can't go, y'all. Everybody can't go. Everybody ain't involved. We shouldn't be all inclusive. It's okay to gatekeep, and it's also okay to be racially selfish. Everybody else do it. Why is the problem? It's okay when they do it, but when I do it, so them. You know what I mean? Other than that, y'all, listen, I'm not gonna hold you, but I'm gonna mold you, fold you, and scold you about being on code. And I got 4 words for you. Hold on, let me look you clear in your whole optical retinas, boy, so you know what the deal is. He said, on this it's very good because their own mouths are exposing them. Oh, hell yeah. That's what I'm saying. Like, that's why I'm not hearing nobody talk about we our own worst enemy and we don't like ourselves. That's bullshit. We showing the most self-esteem as a goddamn group that we ever have in whole life. This is guess what, y'all? This is what y'all don't understand. Let me let y'all know something. People watching this video, me, TBA, Tariq, you, everybody going to the meetings, everybody doing the work. We all are part of the civil rights movement right now, fam. Like we're doing the work right now. We inherited an incomplete revolution, right? The revolution started, you know what I'm saying? Got us out of bondage, caught ourselves getting some equal rights, you know what I'm saying? Improving our conditions in which our people live. And see, that's what other people can't say, man. Who else can say they came from chains to whatever we got right now? Don't y'all know it's people over in slums right now, fam, with 10 houses and boo-booing in the streets and garbage piling up and like They didn't fight for what we fought for. They also, didn't build what we build. So I don't want to hear all of this lazy shit. And if we are so lazy, then we too lazy to come out and protest. Then y'all go ahead and handle that. That's how we gonna do that. We're lazy then. I don't know what y'all asking the lazy niggas for help for. Yeah, right. But everything that's happening right now is getting us on code. This is a fucking beautiful time to be alive, y'all. Hey, I don't know about y'all, but I'm happy. And I'm doing my part. Like everybody should do their part. In this movement, everybody got different parts, even if it ain't getting nothing but getting your own goddamn self together. You ain't got to do a podcast. You ain't got to, you know what I'm saying? Just look out for you and your people. That's another part is learning how to work with and love and respect your people and not take your dollars and fuck with people who don't fuck with you. Now, we live in a society where, some things are inevitable and you got to do what you got to do to survive, but you definitely should be looking for black alternatives because we the only ones that's going to put us on as we see because we don't got no allies. Everybody's disrespectful and they think that it's cool to do so. I'm glad. Actually, all this does is make the people who claim and say that they down, where are the Mexican videos condemning Mexican OT? That's what y'all should be looking for. Y'all should be looking for all the Mexican videos that's clowning Mexican OT. I bet you don't see none. I bet you don't see nobody talking about, I speak on behalf of the Mexican community and Mexican OT was wrong and no, we should be respecting our brown and black brothers. You ain't gonna hear no brown and black rhetoric. You're not gonna hear it. It's not gonna happen. And if so, send it to me. I want to cover it. Put it in the comment section. Say, Jay, man, look, I got this. Send it to me. Let's cover it. But that's gonna be 1 out of a trillion. Come on, fam. It's going to be 1 out of a trillion, which basically means that it don't exist. But what you will see, you is going to see a whole bunch of FBAs making videos about this. I bet you that, talking about we ain't on code and we ain't got no unity. I bet you see a whole bunch of videos about this. That's why I had to make sure I did my part. Love, peace, blessings, and aloha. I'm out the Doha for Shoha. You already know. This actually... This is the Ginger song. This is the Stinky song. This is the Cow Coochie song. I know y'all like them songs, so I'm going to just let them play on the way out. Love y'all, man. Straight up. Because everybody got an FBA fixation. Yiggity.
FBA fixation. It's just that FBA fixation, y'all. Fixation. I'm telling you what I know right now. Oh, FBA fixation. Oh, it's an FBA fixation.
Yeah. Oh no. Y'all really thought? Nah, we don't do that. Let's talk about it. You pulled up like you knew the code. Didn't bring nothing, not even a fold. Auntie squinting like, who this clown? Unc said, don't let him sit down. You laughing too loud, trying too hard, mimicking slang, but you're so off par. Said you brought vibes, that's cute, but we peeped your plate, it's piled high. You ain't even say grace, didn't look to the sky. You ain't kidding, no past, no ties. Now you outside, wondering why around here that don't count as fruit. Love, ayy, who told you pull up like that? Nah, with no play, no name, no pass, yeah. You ain't fam, can't dance, fall back. Now you outside reading group chat recaps. You ain't getting no invite, oh no. You ain't get no invite, oh no. Get rolled up like you knew the code. Didn't bring nothing, not even a fold. Auntie squinting like, who this clown? Unc said, don't let him sit. You don't use a wash rag. Oh no. You don't wash your hands. Ooh wee. You don't shower. Somebody come get your mans. You so nasty. You trifling. You stinking. It's sad. Go take a bath. Go wash your ass. Go wash your ass right now. It stinks. Go wash your ass right now. Take a bath. Ain't no reason to be smelling your ass.
Down on that couch, candlelight and all say it's delicacy, but I just gotta pause. You got questions, so do I. Why your tongue deep where the moon is? Down on that couch, candlelight and all say it's delicacy, but I just gotta pause. You got questions, so do I. Why your tongue deep where the moon resides? Oh, why you back there, baby? Hey, ain't no flavor that crazy. You call it culture, we call it wild. That ain't cuisine, that's denial. Ooh, lay down on that couch, candlelight and all say it's delicacy, but I just gotta pause. You got questions, so do I. Why your tongue deep where the moon resides? Lay down on that couch, candlelight and all say it's delicacy, but I just gotta pause. You got
Yeah. Golden hours shine when I step outside. Legacy loud, got the truth on my side. It's Juneteenth and my name hold weight. J lava in the sky, can't duplicate. Dripping in gold like the sun on my name. Oh, legacy loud, I ain't playing no games. From the block to the stars, we breaking them chainsaw. Black first on the shirt, they remember the name. J Lava, built from struggle, but the vibe so sweet. Bloodline royal, it's a foundational beat. I shine different when the culture's in view. June 19th, now the world see it too. It's my day. Baby, light up the sky. Freedom in my blood, you can see it in my vibe. J Lava born where the real ones rise.
I got the PayPal, Cash App, Zelly, Chime. Hope you got yours, cause I got mine. I'm talking Payoneer, Net Spend, Venmo, Stash. Too many ways for you to run my cash.
Check reparation, check reparation, check reparation, check reparation, check reparation, check